Email communication. Most of you will have to use emails. The email is the most official channel of communication with anybody, with government, with your manager, sometimes with your team too, right? If you're not good in writing email, if you don't understand how, or the business writing etiquette, how does it work, you're lacking a lot of skills. So you need to learn how to use emails. When I say emails to anybody, to most of the people, they get a bit intimidated. You don't have to, it's the same thing. The email, as you see, has two. Who to put in two? When you use two, can you send an email without having someone in two? The email will not go off, right? So you must write someone in two. That person is the person you expect him to take an action, or you're delivering that information especially directly to him, right? What is CC means? Carbon copy. All right. What does it mean? When do you use it? When you want to keep someone informed about that particular communication, right? And what else? Sometimes it's being used to escalate the communication, to escalate the problem, and especially with the follow-up. So I'm sending you an email today, and I followed up another time, but you're not responding to me. The sender now has two choices, whether to go and do that thing by himself, most probably he can't, or you have to send another follow-up email and put his line manager in CC. Now what message did you deliver? I'm escalating this to your line manager. Some of you will take it offensive. You're putting me in trouble, you're CCing my manager? Don't. Think about it. I'm a sender, I need an answer from you. I need to know that the message reached you. I need to know what's the progress, and you're not giving me that. So you left me with no other option but to escalate it by CCing your line manager or the person who's concerned. Is it correct? Should I put the manager from the first email in CC? There is no or yes in this answer. It depends. Sometimes I should, to give different indirect message that we are working on that. So it doesn't have to be always complaining or escalating. It sometimes means, don't worry, we're doing it, right? It depends how you decode the message, right? You remember encoding, decoding, right? Anything else? Right. In CC, did we cover everything?
Yes.
All right, good.
Well, the perception.
Sometimes it comes off as a complaint, but I don't encourage you to always receive it in this way. It's not a complaint, it is something we need to sort it out, and it's delayed. The third line usually in the email called BCC. What does it mean? Blind carbon copy. What happens if I put someone in BCC? No one will know that he is part of this email except the sender only, right? Is it something we encourage to do? Do you think I'm encouraging you to BCC someone? Why it is there if we should not use it then? It's not reflecting how transparent you are. It gives the feeling that you're not straightforward. You're trying to put me in trouble. You didn't give me the impression. You're trying to put me in a trap, right? It always gives the wrong meaning or the wrong message. So what we always encourage is don't use BCC. If the manager didn't notice that he is in BCC, what will he do? Reply to all. When he replies to all, the people who receive the message will understand, because now they will see that he is there and you didn't see him before, right? Then now you lost credibility. You lost your trust. The team received the message initially will know that you are trying to put them in trouble. Your intention is not good. Avoid that. Then back again. When to use BCC? Yeah, did you notice that? Eid holiday or any announcement from the company, we have so many emails. We have over 200 emails. So we group it and send an announcement. When we send an announcement, if you have if I put it in CC, let's say I'm sending an announcement, congratulations for the promotion, Mr. Ranjit. and then I put some good words about Ranjit, and then I send it by email to Ranjit and CC the entire company to know that Ranjit is promoted. That's an announcement, isn't it? So when I put him CC and Helmi decided to reply to all and saying congratulations Ranjit, right? He will send that. How many emails will be sent? 200 emails for one reply to all. Is that correct? Then the 200 other people receive the same email. When they say reply to all, how many emails I will receive back? My emails will be jammed. My inbox is full. Done. Correct? So when I put all of you BCC, when you decide to reply, who will receive the reply? Only me, only the sender. Because whoever in BCC is not there. They receive only the initial email, but they will never receive any reply. Now you understand when to use the BCC? So there is no transparency issue. There is no traps. There is no bad intention. It's actually a good intention. Understand? This is how we deal with the BCC. So now, back again, quickly, wrap it up. When you send an email, there is three lines. The to, the CC, and we know when to use it. The BCC, and we know how to use it. When you receive an email and it has some, let's say, salary details of someone, and then you decided to forward it to someone else or a group of people without seeing the thread in the email, how many emails underneath, and then you forward it to those who should not know this data, what the consequences could be, guys. Uncontrollable, and especially when it's in the attachment. So I'm sending a budget to a restaurant manager, how many manpower you should have up until your salary, so you know how much the cost. If I send it to the operation manager, whose salary will be there? All the restaurant managers, everyone else. So if he wants to send it to you to take care of your own restaurants, and he forward it as is, what data you will be exposed to? All your peers' salary, even your manager's salary, right? So now you, instead of focusing on your own budget and plan and goals, you're gonna start questioning yourself, oh, why is getting this? Why am I getting that? You're away from what you should be thinking about. Why? Because he decided to forward without correcting or editing the attachment. And it happens, and now we need to be careful about this. The subject, which is the fourth line in any email. The subject needs to be clearly defined. The subject should deliver a message or pre-message to what will be contained in the email. What's this all about? When you receive an email, do you read the email and get the information and then move on without responding? Guys, every email needs a response. Even if it's an email for your information, you still need to acknowledge that you received that email. And the time frame, ideally, for respond should not exceed 48 hours. Sometimes it's way less than that, but it cannot be more than that. If the task or the action requested from you will take a week, then before 24 hours, you still need to respond, giving the action or the progress so far and when it will be accomplished. But just keep silent for a week and then respond, that's not acceptable. It doesn't show respect also to the sender. So now we said a while ago about you need to respond within maximum 48 hours, but also the sender to follow up. Imagine if I send you an email now and after 1 hour I'm sending follow-up. During that hour, maybe you're busy serving something, sorting a problem, maybe you're in the washroom. I never know. So again, that unnecessarily follow-up is not recommended. To follow up, you need to wait decent amount of time. Usually, it's not less than 24 hours before you follow up if it's super urgent. If it's something need to be done now, then you need to pick up the phone immediately, reach out to the person and tell him, I sent you an email just now. Please, I need an answer immediately. That's a different, and this is not usual thing to happen. It's very rare to happen. We are giving an opportunity to do it, but not by email. You send an email, that's for sure to document the conversation. Yes. But if it's something need to be done now, pick up the phone right after you send an email. You know what I do? In fact, I pick up the phone before I send the email. So I draft it and I hold it ready to send, and I pick up the phone and talk to the individual. I'm sending him the email. I'm telling him, I'm sending you an email about so and so. I need this to be done now. Please consider it super urgent. Leave everything in your hand and pay attention to it. Then I still send email because I have to document that I did that. When you attempt to write an email, don't go with the style of one big full paragraph, because the more words you use continuously, it gives a wrong feeling to the reader. Really make him close his mind and say, no, later I will read this email. And you never know, maybe it's super urgent. Maybe it's super important. Maybe it needs an action right now. But the way you draft it, it doesn't entertain or attract the receiver to decode it and understand what's the message all about. So what is the advisable way to do this is bullet points. What bullet points means? You give a small sentence at the beginning. This is what we need to do, 1, 2, 3. And the reason for this is, and then you break it into bullet points. So it's easy for the reader to decode the message, right? And understand it. And it will even attract him to continue reading it. The shorter the message is, the better. Always be straight to the point. Don't just put words. Be straight to the point. Be assertive as you can, so you get what you want done. Worst thing you can ever do, putting to, and then you write who this message to, putting CC, putting the BCC, and make it ready with the subject, and then you draft the email. By mistake, you could hit send. Then you send an empty message. Or you're talking about an attachment and you send it without, right? So what do I need to do to prevent that from happening? Write your email first. Draft it first. Put the attachment, make sure it's there. Then after you read it, ready to send, then you start putting who you're sending it to and who will be in CC, but not vice versa. Signature in the email is crucial because it's always good to know who you're talking to. Imagine if you write down an email and you just send without signature. So the receiver here will not, part of decoding the message is to know who's sending it to you, right? So make sure the signature is there.